Dawn of the first day of Majora's Mask. This is Boogaloo. Enjoy the show.
I
Oh,
feel
that's
like
right. We don't see that often, do we?
No, you don't. Take it in, boys. Take it in.
What you will hear often, though, are chickens.
I'm taking in what you can.
So guess what we're doing in this part?
Going to a temple?
Oh, yes! Right you
Really?
are.
Which, oh, that was stupid. Never mind.
What?
It's like, we've been so many places, I don't even know where we're at right now.
We need to set ourselves up to get ready. Because we're going to a temple.
which one, dirtbag?
I just said that, and he's going to Snowhead.
He is.
Yes.
I
What
thought,
did
we
I
would, I
do?
thought we would go to the Earth Temple and Moonmaker and then go to Snowhead.
Frick you, Bar.
Well, jeez. Excuse me for wanting to get whatever's in the Earth Temple.
No, we're going to fight Ganon in the very first Legend of Zelda, and then we're coming here.
Yeah, exactly. My point is, yeah, I wanted to get them. I wanted to get the Lion Key, so I didn't have to get any more keys than I had. To.
We needed to get the bridge so we could cross small gaps.
He needed to get the 100 rupees under Granny's house.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
gosh.
he's fat.
I know. Look how unhappy he is. His frown
His
is upside down. Or his no, yeah, his
He
frown.
has a horrible dental plan.
It's
I,
a big
I
one.
always like if you look at him like in a certain way, like after he
Looks like a
falls,
bean.
he looks like a a bean or a peanut. So yeah,
So, he just died.
yeah,
Into the abyss.
yeah.
But it's
I mean,
not-
like after you beat the temple and you come back, he'll be there, just
You
like
did
sitting
too.
on a rock.
You're down there with him.
So like technically he's not dead, but you know, he's dead. For the
Yeah.
sake of funniness, he's dead.
Sort of dark, Nintendo.
Well, yeah. But like I said,
Actually,
he's
no,
not
he just
actually
teleported
dead.
it back up and then took a heart of damage.
Yeah, exactly.
But the problem is, unlike, Link with his freakish, large amount of hearts, most people only have one heart, so,
Mhm.
Oh, you have the bunny hood in here.
He's
That's
gone.
actually sort of convenient.
Yeah. See, cause like I would use the Goron mask, but you know,
But footing.
would fall over and you know you're fucked. So there's that.
I've actually forgot a lot about this temple. I just remember it being sort of annoying.
No, it's not annoying at all.
Really?
Yep.
Well, refresh my memory.
Well, you see, we're gonna push this block, and we're gonna avoid these little snow things because just the way I do it. There's a wolf right there, but you know, fuck him.
No, I didn't say. Give me a play-by-play of what you're doing. I'll need that now. I'll need it. But seriously, this was weird.
And Quante, there's also a lot of rolling around like an idiot.
Lots of that. I try to do the least amount of backtracking in this dungeon as well because like that's another thing because like a lot of these dungeons are really like central room, not more like other Zelda games where it's like you like you know you're like in a dungeon or whatever. Like it's just a lot of these temples are just within a central room. You just sort of go in and out of the central room.
These strafe fairy placements are kind of dickish. They're just under platforms and stuff. Kind of sucks unless you
Well,
just
I mean-
need to look up.
I mean, to find, yeah, but you have a mask for that exact purpose.
Yeah,
so
but
you-
it
so
wouldn't
you
come
just
to you unless you shot it out of the bubble. You would have to know where the bubble was.
Yeah, but there's an even bigger dickish like placement.
Well, I mean, the mask also, the hair shines if there's a fairy in the room.
It does?
I mean, it's a big room, yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, well, you know, you have magical fairy dandruff.
Frosted
I've always
Flakes.
liked this concept too. Like, you shoot through a lantern and, you have fire arrows
Yeah.
magically. I mean, I remember they did it in Phantom Hourglass. Like, the one thing I liked from Phantom Hourglass is that,
Why would you ever play that terrible, terrible game?
Ouch, Quante.
It is. I'm sorry. I got stuck so many times in that game for some reason.
That's why I said the one thing I liked from Phantom Hourglass is that you could shoot your boomerang through lanterns and you get like fiery things. I didn't think
Oh,
Phantom
really? A
Hourglass.
boomerang? You get like a fire boomerang? That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think Phantom Hourglass could have been like, if the DS ones were like a Link Between Worlds, then it wouldn't have been that bad. But
The game that none of us have played.
it's pretty much just like a Link to the Past or any other top-down Zelda game. Instead of having to like use the stylus to do a majority of the things.
I don't know. I didn't. The stylus controls weren't the problem for me. I don't know. I
Well,
feel
well-
like they're just too. They're too gimmicky with like, oh, like write down this combination on the map.
Yeah,
Because
yeah. I mean
Look,
that,
you-
but a lot of things about the game just didn't sit right with me. But that was, I don't know, just didn't seem like that much of a traditional Zelda game. I don't know.
Yeah, avoiding a whole entire key. That's cool. See, in this, you were supposed to use the key that I have now. You're supposed to use to get into this room, but you know, you're breaking. It's fun.
I actually did like Zelda Trains a lot better, but that was me.
on it, really, I did not like. I thought Phantom Hourglass was like way better than Spirit Tracks.
Oh, I thought Spirit Tracks was much better.
I haven't played
It-
either.
I thought they were both terribly mediocre games.
Yeah, it's true. Hey, yeah,
That's-
Nathan's
that's-
right about that actually.
That's very true, but I mean, I liked Spirit Tracks a lot better. I don't really know. Still, though, Link Between Worlds.
I still have not seen any of those games. Or played any of those games.
I didn't like how they didn't play fanfare when you got cool stuff. It was just like, oh hey, you got a dungeon item. Good for you. Like, okay.
Some of the dungeons were cool. I mean, I don't really know. The train part could have been a little bit better, but I mean, it honestly wasn't that bad as compared to.
Like, what do you
having-
mean better?
Well, you
Yeah.
constantly had the right stuff down in Phantom Hourglass.
You still have to do that.
Well, you do. I never finished this, but I can't really say much.
And honestly, I don't like in a, as long as I don't like how in a Phantom Hourglass the sneaking around temple thing is just sort of, I don't know, it's bullshit. It's not as cool as it is in Phantom Hourglass.
You just said that twice.
Yeah, I meant to say Spirit Tracks the first time.
Yeah.
The best top towns Zelda game I've ever played was Minish Cap. I mean, the first Zelda game is like a given rule, but I mean, other than the first Zelda game.
I want to finish that. I still
The
need
first
to
Zelda
get
game, it's fairly short. Like I don't.
No,
understand.
well,
And
both
see that
of them,
magical dandruff, the pink stuff.
both of them actually. Minish Cap and the first Zelda game.
Come on, dude, look at the mask. See all the pink floaty.
Yeah, I can see the frosted flakes.
Yeah. Yeah. Just clarifying.
That makes sense.
That's your fairy indication thing. Yeah.
So you just gotta know when to look around. I honestly didn't know that, so next time I play this game, I'll have that.
Give me every danger.
So if you guys like, you know, pounding switches to, you know, puzzle, too bad.
What?
Well,
Asshole.
I mean, you know how you're supposed to, you know, pound these like little things to like.
You know, I feel like I would appreciate the sequence breaking rate much more if I actually like knew the proper way to go about doing this dungeon.
Oh.
But I don't.
Well, you see how like yeah. Well, you're not supposed to have the hook shot, and I'm just. You know.
That's right. That's okay.
This room can go frick itself.
So yeah. Now we have this
Oh.
guy.
I also didn't like this that much.
It's probably
What's this
one of the
guy's
most
name?
easier mini bosses.
Well, I'm sorry, we can't all be Zelda gurus like you, Ball.
But I actually agree with him this time. This
mean,
isn't
like-
like you like, you know, you have to brave through levels and levels without dying. This is just like,
No, you do fight him more than once, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, I'm
and he's a
sorry, I
total
think-
chump every time.
Now he's moving like
That
Sonic.
Bar bothered to get the map.
Well, I wasn't even
Easy.
necessarily talking about this boss. I was talking about the room before where you have to use the ramps with the Goron.
But still, I mean, you just have to like, aim it. It's like, just aim straight, zoom. There you go.
Oh, look, it's conveniently right behind me.
Wow.
Wait,
Give me a hug.
So, ta-da! We got the fire arrows.
Wow. It's kind of random.
More arrows.
Literally, the dungeon item in all the dungeons are arrows.
Are all arrows. Yeah.
Yeah, or at least from the mini boss. The mini boss always gives you an arrow, basically. The first one was the bow and arrow. This is the fire arrows, and you know, the rest will come as we go on. Ooh, the
I
mask
never
of
noticed
truth.
that.
I wonder what fun, exciting reasons we could use the mask of truth for. Oh.
Just
Discovering the truth about the world.
Yeah, exactly.
Just all
Did they
the
introduce?
truth
Is
about the
this
world.
an optional thing?
Yeah, because it's a.
Because I think I would remember this bullshit.
I did it.
for a straight fairy.
That's actually one thing I did do, is get all this, like, every single stray fairy thing in every temple. Versus getting all the heart pieces.
Which is just as easy.
Oh, I've never gotten all the heart pieces in any Zelda game.
Yeah, I've never 100% ever any Zelda game ever.
Neither have I. Come pretty close with Skyward Sword, but that's about it.
I've done, what, Ocarina of Time, this game, and Twilight Princess?
I wouldn't even try in Twilight Princess, just for some reason.
Twilight Princess would be like the one game I would do it in.
I don't know.
That would almost be backwards for me, only because there's more heart pieces. But, I mean, I mean, they could be, like, giving them out like candy, so.
Don't you have to get those bugs? Like, isn't that a really big chore to do?
No, I strictly
Yeah.
remember the bugs being so easy, it was ridiculous. And that's just for money.
Well, I never even tried, because it was just like, I have to go out of my way to find these tiny little bugs in this
But they're
giant...
everywhere. It's so easy.
Like, at least with Twilight Princess, like, you know that there's always going to be 2 heart pieces in a dungeon, and, like, things are just more... Things are just randomly in trees, like, it's...
Well, I don't know if it's just me, but I didn't really like the dungeons in Twilight Princess all that.
I love the dungeon in Twilight
Yeah, I didn't think they were
Princess.
bad at all.
I thought, well, I was just
The only-
it was the
the only
first
dungeon-
Zelda game that I had played before I actually started liking it a lot. So I mean, maybe that was just
The-
me being a first timer or something.
The only dungeon I really don't like at all is the one where you get that chain and ball weapon. That's the only dungeon
That's
I
the
don't
ice
like.
one.
I don't.
The ice.
I don't like
just-
the ice one. I didn't really like the Temple of Time that much.
I don't like the Temple of Time. I like fighting. I like the. I especially liked it when you went into the Twilight Realm. That was amazing.
I don't know. I thought the puzzles in that game were just always really creative. As
Oh,
long as
like
we're
Twilight
talking about
Princess?
every other Zelda game besides Majora's Mask ever.
I mean, I liked the game. It was just some of the temples were just kind of meh to me.
I'm not saying it's a bad game, but Twilight Princess is my least favorite 3D Zelda.
So, do you guys remember these mini bosses that, you know...
That Cam sucks at fighting.
Well,
Yes.
they kind of piss me off, but, you know, if I could just get the setup right, and I could fuck them up. But, you know, they're being bitches.
You're too smart.
Yeah. The ground pound move, like, kills them instantly. But, like, they're being bit dicks and dodging.
Didn't kill that one.
There you go.
Oh, it did.
Yeah. No, it's a one-shot hit, but, like, they were, like, evading it and it was pissing me off. Because usually if I come in and, like, if I can set it up correctly to where, like, I don't have to... I get them in, like, 5 seconds and it's no problem. But
So are those
here-
technically optional?
Right here is the more dickish spot for a stray fairy.
Yeah, that's kind of messed up.
Isn't there some way to do that as a Deku that's not as bullshit?
No. The Deku
No.
was actually even more bullshit.
Which is why you didn't use it.
Yeah. Literally, if you do it as a Deku, you go into the flower on the top floor. You go into the flower and you go into, like, the correct direction. And you sit there and you wait until the Deku sinks down. And that is a long time to spend. Beyond bullshit.
But is it longer than backtracking in case you fail?
I don't know.
Well,
I mean-
yeah, of course you know. You're too pro for anything.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Like, you're too good at this game to fail, aren't you, boy?
Well, I mean, I know I messed up like in a previous recording, and like I mean, like I didn't restart the recording because of that. And I'm saying like I know I've messed up on it before. Like I mean, like I'm not perfect.
I wouldn't say anything about it if you did.
I mean, I would have cut it obviously, but I don't know if it actually is longer or not. I mean, like it would seem like it's longer the Deku than the backtracking, but.
Honestly, these statues, or whatever these ice things, remind me of like a noise in Bomberman Hero. And it really makes me want to play that game.
Play it.
I actually want to record that for this channel, but I have to find a way to.
Bomberman?
Yeah, I love Bomberman Hero.
Bannerman.
The only one I remember is the GameCube one. And
Bomberman Generations.
Generations.
I had that one.
The only thing good about it was the music.
The music was, oh my gosh, the boss.
What was
music.
the Wii party game one that was just disappointing?
Bomberman Land?
Was it? What was Bomberman Revolution?
I don't remember that.
Is that even a game that exists?
I stopped.
Yeah, it
keeping
is.
up.
It is a game that exists. It sucks.
I stopped keeping up after the N64 ones. To be honest,
I played the Game Boy one. That was fun.
I mean the N64 ones are the only ones that I really remember as a kid, and Generations, because the music was awesome. But that was pretty much it with Bomberman for me. And now Hudson's dead, so we'll never have another one again.
Well, just like how this video is dead.
But there's more.